If you're new to pattern making, then make sure to keep on watching this video because today I'll walk you through exactly what it is, what are the different methods used, and most importantly, which one should you learn first. For the best tips and advice on creating your own patterns, as well as becoming a fashion designer, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every week. Hey designers, if we haven't met yet, my name is Kim Dubois and I know pattern making. Not only did I train in Italy, but I also had the chance to create dozens of custom-made outfits for private clients since. I started like many designers do, on my own. And 8 years ago, there were not many tools or videos online on the subject. So I took a back-to-basics approach and used traditional fashion books. And it took me 2 whole months to create my first dress. I thought it looked good, but in reality, it was unwearable due to my lack of skills and knowledge. And to be honest, it was a long and challenging journey. Trust me, looking back, getting enrolled in school was the easiest part of the whole adventure. I personally struggled with understanding the different steps of the process in pattern making. This is why, along the way, to help me stay on track, I created a framework so I could better focus on pattern and garment construction details. So for those interested in learning pattern making and creating your own garments, I strongly suggest that you get your copy of my 9-step pattern making framework. You can find the link in the description box below this video. So without further talk, let's begin with getting clear on what exactly is pattern making. To simplify, pattern making is the process that turns your design into a prototype for your garment. And it's the basis on what your final fabric is cut in. There are many methods of pattern making, but the most common are flat pattern making and draping. The flat pattern making method is where the entire pattern is drafted on a flat surface from measurements, either of a person or standard size, using rulers, curves, and straight edges. While draping is a technique used to make a 3-dimensional dress pattern with the head of a dress form figure by pinning and placing the fabric against the form to create a garment. I personally believe that as a fashion designer, pattern making is one of the most essential skills you need to learn right away. Not only will it help you design better, but also expand your creativity on what is possible. Many people agree and others disagree. And in the end, I believe it all comes down to what is your goal as a fashion designer. Whether to work for yourself and create custom-made outfits for private clients, or work within a fashion brand as a creative designer. So if you agree with me that pattern making is a must for fashion designers, make sure to let me know by liking this video. So now, which one should you learn first? Well, my answer is definitely flat pattern making, and here's why. From the measurements, you can create custom-made outfits for clients. And as a bonus, get your skills up by practicing on real people. While when you learn from a dress form, you need to modify the ease allowance and oftentimes add extra centimeters. Because let's be honest, nobody has a dress form body. So you will need to make major pattern alterations after the fitting, which only adds up more steps and honestly complicates the learning process for beginners. Still, draping is great when the dress form has the perfect measurements, like when creating a standard size for commercial purposes as an example. Also, I like using this method when creating new shape that could be harder to create on paper, and not to forget testing the fluidity of different types of fabrics. Now, I would like to know, which one do you believe should be learned first? Flat pattern making or draping, and why? Let me know your answer in the comment section of this video. Also, make sure to check out my 9-step pattern making framework if you're interested in learning pattern making or still struggling to understand the different steps of the process. If this video was helpful, give it a big thumbs up, be sure to subscribe, and join me in my Facebook group community for weekly advice and tips on pattern making, as well as becoming a fashion designer. Keep on creating, and I will see you in the next video.